Hey guys, how are you? Eric here, and welcome to episode 2 of Inside the 20. Yeah, I know it's been a while since I made a Inside the 20 episode. I think the last time I made one was back in late December, on where I talked about the future of Jim Harbaugh and where he's gonna go. And just to say, I love it when I'm right. Okay, I just like that. So really, for me to do that, sweet. But we're not gonna have a reflection about episode 1. This episode is totally different than anything else. Today's episode is all about the upcoming Super Bowl and the two teams representing it, the Seahawks and the Patriots, as long as some blurb of other things to come, like the Deflategate and I don't know, something else. But without further ado, let's get this episode started by talking about the two teams going into Glendale, Arizona on February 1st. So as you guys already know, the Patriots and the Seahawks have already clinched, are going to the Super Bowl pretty much, so they'll represent their own conference. The game will be played at the University of Phoenix Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. They've held one before. I'm not going to get into that right now. But really, Super Bowl 49 is a Super Bowl that people were hoping to see come true. First of all, they wanted to see the Seahawks to go, right? And they all wanted to see either the Patriots or the Broncos to go. Because really, if those two teams are not in it this year, nobody would most likely watch it unless if you happen to be a diehard Seahawks fan, like not me. But the whole blurb I'm trying to get in this video is just a preview. So really, I'm supposed to get out a prediction of what's going to happen in the future. So basically it goes like this. In this year's Super Bowl you have the two best teams, both of them which happen to have home field advantage and the first seed in this year's playoffs. I really think that this year's Super Bowl is going to be a little bit different than last year's. It's not going to be a huge blowout like last year, where apparently the Seahawks won 43-6. 43-8. And you know, some people kind of thought, well, that was just a hoax. It was just Peyton Manning's worst nightmare. This year, however, it's a little bit different because of the fact that A, it's Tom Brady, and B, it's Bill Belichick as the Patriots head coach, and C, well, of course, it's New England Patriots itself. But really, the last time the Patriots won the Super Bowl was Super Bowl 39, so that was about 10 years ago, ironically. And ironically enough, the Patriots were the last team to ever repeat. Here comes the Seattle Seahawks, where they won last season, back in the Super Bowl, trying to repeat. Kind of odd. I don't know if the NFL or football gods ever said anything about, oh, the Patriots must play the Seahawks to make things totally fun for the fans. I mean, for me personally, it's going to be an overall good game. I don't see it happening. I don't see a blowout coming this year. So with that saying, will this year's games be close? Maybe, maybe not. In the past couple years, however, especially last year was just a huge turn of events just going on. It was mostly defense, and I think a defensive back actually won MVP last year. It was not the quarterback, which is kind of odd because usually in every Super Bowl, the quarterback usually somehow wins the MVP, but not last year. Maybe this year, but not last year. So pretty much the whole thing I'm trying to get out of this year is going to be a little bit different than last year. Again, my final score will be towards, well, not the end, but soon in this video. I'm just trying to say to people that it's going to be a different outcome this year. It's not going to be a blowout. It's not going to be all defense. I think it's going to be all defense, but certainly it's going to be an offensive game. Because when you talk about Russell Wilson for the Seahawks quarterback and Tom Brady as the Patriots quarterback, those guys are just dynamic. They're just great. I mean, they're just really great. However, then there's the Deflategate. That's all becoming like, really, dude, really? So pretty much that's all bogus. I'm not believing that, but yet again, I want to believe that happened. Because really, what are you going to say? Did they really unplay the ball? Come on, guys. That's ludicrous. So, of course, with that following said, Patriots are still trying to, not worry about this whole Deflategate or whatnot. Because really, I don't believe in it either. But yet again, how do we know? The final score in the AFC title game was 45-7. So really, that score is not going to change. And for the Seahawks, well, they're just lucky to be there. They had kind of an up and down season, as I realized. And here they are again in the Super Bowl. So we'll see what happens. And now, finally, in this episode, I want to have my final prediction score. And here it is right now. Read it and weep. So there you guys have it. There's my final score. And that kind of concludes today's episode of Inside the 20 Episode 2. In my next episode of this series, I'm going to have a reaction video as soon as the Super Bowl ends. I don't really think I'm going to get it in by February 1st, probably the 2nd, maybe. I'm not sure. There will be a reaction video as well as a party coverage that I'm going to have as for one of my vlogs for I think day 2. So, there you have it. That's a little update, but again, that's just what's going to come later, maybe next week. So guys, thanks for watching this episode of Inside the 20. Remember to hit that subscribe button up top here and below there, as well as comment. I want people to comment on stuff like this. Do you have your own opinion of the final score or whatnot? If you do, comment below. I really don't mind. As long as you keep it good, I will probably accept it. If you don't, then I don't know. But I want to hear you guys' response to this whole video. And, yeah, I just want to hear your response. So until then, I am Eric, giving you a salute to you back as well. To have a good rest of the day. And I will see you soon in my next video. Probably about next week. Take care, everybody.